Fellas, have you ever wondered what women really notice about you when you walk into a room? Spoiler alert, it's not just your looks. There are specific traits that immediately catch their attention, even if they don't say it out loud. And today, we're going to break down the 7 physical traits that women find irresistible. Plus, we'll bust a major myth about one trait that you might be worrying about but shouldn't. Stick around because these insights could transform the way you approach dating. All right, guys, let's kick things off with the very first trait women notice about you, and it's one that you can improve today with just a little bit of effort. That's your posture and gait. You see, before you even approach her, she's already taken note of how you stand and how you move. These things speak volumes about you even from a distance. Now, if you've been walking around slouched over or with your head down, it's going to send a message that you're not confident in yourself. And confidence, as we all know, is key when it comes to attraction. Think about it. When you see someone with their shoulders hunched, shuffling their feet, what do you automatically assume? Probably that they're insecure or unsure of themselves, right? Now flip that around. A guy who walks with his shoulders back, head held high, taking long, controlled strides. That's someone who exudes confidence. He's got direction, he's got presence. And believe me, women notice that from across the room. So how do you fix your posture if it's not where it should be? It's simple. Start by standing tall. Imagine there's a string pulling you upwards from the top of your head. Roll your shoulders back and keep your chest open. Then when you walk, take longer, more purposeful strides. Don't rush, don't fidget. Walk like you've got somewhere important to be, even if it's just to the grocery store. This might feel a little unnatural at first if you're used to slouching, but over time it will become second nature. And trust me, women will start noticing the difference. Another thing to keep in mind is that your gait should reflect calm confidence, not arrogance. There's a fine line between walking confidently and coming off as cocky. The key is to be mindful of how you're presenting yourself without trying too hard. A good posture combined with a steady, confident walk will communicate that you're a man who's comfortable in his own skin. And that's incredibly attractive. Let's move on to the second trait, and this is a big one: grooming. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I'm not a model. Why should I care about grooming? But here's the deal. Grooming isn't about being perfect or looking like you just stepped out of a fashion magazine. It's about presenting yourself in a way that shows you take care of yourself and that you respect the woman you're about to meet. Because if you don't respect yourself enough to look your best, how can you expect her to be interested in you? Women are detail-oriented. They will notice the little things. Is your hair neat or is it all over the place? Are your clothes clean? Or do they look like you've just pulled them out of a laundry pile? Are your nails clean, or are they dirty and ragged? Believe it or not, women notice these things, and they can make or break that first impression. Now, grooming goes beyond just taking a quick shower and putting on clean clothes. It's about the overall effort you put into your appearance. Let's talk about your hair. Whether you like to keep it long or short, it needs to look intentional. If you prefer the clean-shaven look, make sure your shave is smooth. If you rock a beard, keep it well-trimmed and neat. A little maintenance goes a long way. And let's not forget about your skin. You don't need a 10-step skincare routine, but make sure you're washing your face regularly and keeping your skin clean. No woman wants to run her hands over a guy's face that feels like sandpaper. Healthy skin isn't just attractive, it also shows that you take care of yourself, which is something women appreciate more than you might think. Clothes are another important factor in grooming. You don't have to wear designer brands, but make sure your clothes are clean, well-fitted, and ironed. Wrinkled, baggy clothes can make you look sloppy and lazy, 2 traits that are definitely not attractive. Even if you're going for a casual look, you can still put effort into making it look good. A clean, fitted t-shirt and well-cut jeans will always look better than something that looks like it's been slept in. And guys, let's not forget about your shoes. They don't need to be fancy, but they should be clean and in good condition. Women notice footwear, and while it might not be the first thing on her mind, A pair of clean, stylish shoes can be the finishing touch on a well-groomed look. Remember, grooming is all about showing that you care, about yourself, about your appearance, and about the woman you're trying to attract. Next up, we've got the smile. And guys, this is one of your most powerful tools when it comes to attraction. Think about it. A smile is the universal signal of warmth, friendliness, and approachability. But here's the kicker. Not all smiles are created equal. The most attractive smile is the one that's genuine. Women can spot a fake smile from a mile away, and it'll make you seem insincere. But when you smile genuinely, it shows that you're comfortable with yourself and that you're happy in the moment. That kind of energy is magnetic. But let's talk specifics. One of the biggest turnoffs for women is poor dental hygiene. It doesn't matter how confident your smile is. If your teeth are yellow, stained, or covered in plaque, it's going to send the wrong message. You don't need movie star teeth, but you do need to make sure they're clean and presentable. If you're not already, start brushing your teeth at least twice a day, flossing regularly, and visiting your dentist for cleanings. And if your teeth are looking a little dull, there's nothing wrong with using some whitening products to brighten them up. A clean white smile can make a world of difference in how you're perceived. Another thing to consider is how often you smile. Some guys think that being serious or mysterious will make them more attractive, but here's the truth. Women love a guy who can smile and laugh easily. It makes you seem more approachable, more fun, and more relaxed, all qualities that women find irresistible. So, don't be afraid to flash that winning smile. It's one of the easiest and most effective ways to draw her in. Now let's talk about something that's a little more controversial: fitness. And no, I'm not saying you need to have six-pack abs or the body of a professional athlete, but your general level of fitness says a lot about you. Women notice it, and while they may not all be looking for a guy with bulging muscles, they do pay attention to how you take care of your body. Here's the thing. Being fit doesn't just mean looking good. It's about living a healthy lifestyle, and that's something women respect. If you're out of shape, it can signal that you don't take care of yourself, or worse, that you're lazy. On the other hand, if you're reasonably fit, it shows that you care about your health and that you're disciplined enough to stay active. But don't get it twisted. You don't need to be perfect. In fact, being overly muscular or obsessing over fitness can actually be a turnoff for some women because it sets a standard that's hard to live up to. Most women aren't looking for perfection. They just want a guy who's healthy, balanced, and confident in his own skin. So if you've got a little bit of extra weight, don't stress about it too much. Just focus on staying active, eating right, and being the best version of yourself. If you're looking to improve your fitness, start with small, sustainable changes. You don't need to hit the gym every day for hours at a time. Even just going for regular walks, doing body weight exercises at home, or finding a sport you enjoy can make a huge difference. The key is consistency. When you take care of your body, it shows, and women will definitely notice. All right, now for something you might not expect: forearms. Yes, you heard me right. Women notice your forearms, and they find them surprisingly attractive. There's something about a guy with rolled-up sleeves that drives women wild. Maybe it's the glimpse of strength, or maybe it's just the casual, relaxed look that rolled-up sleeves give you. Whatever it is, it works. So, here's a simple trick that can instantly up your game. Start rolling up your sleeves just below the elbow. This is especially effective when you're wearing a button-down shirt, but it can work with a t-shirt too. It's a subtle move, but it makes a big impact. And if you're wearing a nice watch, even better. A watch not only adds a touch of style, but it also draws more attention to your forearms, a double win. Now, if your forearms aren't as strong or defined as you'd like them to be, don't worry. You can easily build muscle in this area with some basic exercises like wrist curls, farmer's walks, or even just lifting heavier objects more often. But the good news is, you don't need huge, bulging forearms to get noticed. Just exposing them a little more will do the trick. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked but is absolutely crucial: scent. Guys, smell is one of the most powerful senses, and it can either work for you or against you. A great scent can leave a lasting impression, while a bad one can kill any attraction she might have felt. So, what's the right approach? Simple, keep it clean and subtle. First and foremost, make sure you're showering regularly and using deodorant. Body odor is a massive turnoff, and even if you can't smell it, she definitely can. But don't go overboard with cologne either. A couple of spritzes is all you need, 1 or 2 on your chest, and you're good to go for the day. The key is to find a balance. You want to smell fresh, but not overpowering. And don't forget about your breath. Bad breath is another deal breaker that can ruin your chances before you even get started. Make sure you're brushing your teeth, flossing, and using mouthwash. Keep some mints or gum on hand if you're planning on getting up close and personal. Fresh breath is a sign that you take care of yourself, and women will definitely appreciate it. Last but not least, let's talk about the jawline. A strong, defined jawline is a classic feature that women find incredibly attractive. It's a sign of masculinity, strength, and health. Now, not everyone is born with a perfect jawline, but here's the good news. You can actually improve it over time. There's a technique called mewing that involves positioning your tongue against the roof of your mouth in a certain way to encourage better facial structure. It's a slow process and you won't see results overnight, but if you stick with it, you can start to see noticeable improvements in 6 to 12 months. It's a small effort that can have a big payoff. But even if your jawline isn't as sharp as you'd like, the key is to own your look with confidence. Remember, the way you carry yourself, your grooming, and your overall presentation will all contribute to how attractive you appear. So don't stress too much about the details. Just focus on being the best version of yourself.